Hello, Jackson Creek Middle School. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Zach.
Welcome to October's Jackson Creek TV. This episode includes the Kindness Campaign video, an interview with Mrs. McGlon for internet safety, and an interview with Mr. McCrae.
Now for a kindness video. Next, an interview of Miss McGlon.
Kid News. Online safety.
What are your thoughts on online safety?
Be very familiar once you get on it. So before you start clicking, you want to look around and see what kind of things you're going to click on.
What are some ways you can tell if sites are safe?
All right, there's a couple of ways you can tell if a site is safe. You can look at the URL address. If the extension has like a .gov, .edu, .org, then you know they're kind of safe.
How can we keep accounts we make more safe?
Accounts safe, you want to design passwords that are complex, so they have like a capital letter in them, some numbers, letters, alphanumeric code, and things like that. If you use more mnemonic devices instead of words itself, then they're a little bit safer.
How can we check for viruses?
Okay, for checking for viruses, you can look for if you get an antivirus program. There's a lot, some of them are online that are free that you can install, or some that you have to pay for. And the other thing is if your computer seems sluggish or stops ever so often, then you're probably infected and you need to clean up your computer.
How do we know if people are telling the truth online?
All right, to tell it, anybody can be anybody online. You can tell a lie and you can become anybody.
How do we know if we get hacked?
Unfortunately, a lot of times you won't know if you're hacked until you are.
Well, thank you for answering our questions.
Oh, my pleasure.
No more news.
Lastly, an interview with Mr. McCrae.
Hello, my name is Michael Percival, and this is our PE teacher, Mr. Craig. I got some questions for your health and physical appearance.
Okay.
What is a simple step to stay healthy?
Well, there's lots of steps you can do to stay healthy. One is exercise, at least maybe 60 minutes a day, eat healthy, eat fruits and vegetables. You need at least maybe 7 to 8 hours of sleep each day. That's a nice step to stay healthy. And you also need to just be active and just keep your mind sharp and just do things like that and just learn new things and things like that. Those are all good things you can do. And also you need to stay away from like risky behaviors like drugs and alcohol and things like that. Those are all good things to stay healthy.
What exercises burn off fat the most?
There's lots of different exercises you do, but probably the most the exercise you do the most to burn off maybe fat and stuff is aerobic exercises, things like running and swimming and things like that.
Is there a recommended weight for kids 13 and 14?
That differs from boy or girl and your height and stuff like that. But I think in general they say maybe like for 13, 14-year-olds maybe 100 to 120 pounds.
And he has a high obesity rate. What can we do to fight this problem?
Well, like I said, the two main things I think we can do to fight obesity is to exercise regularly and eat healthy and eat in moderation.
What do you do for warm-ups in your class?
In warm-ups, our phys ed classes, we do lots of stretching. We stretch out our muscles that, especially what we're going to use for that day. We also do things like, I call them tremendous tens. This is 10 of like jumping jacks and things like that, toe touches. And then sometimes I do what's called plyometrics, is where we stretch while we move. And so those are a few things I do before class, just to get started, before we start
What's
acting.
your favorite part about coaching the 8th grade girls basketball team?
I've been coaching for over 20 years now, and I think the thing I love the most about coaching basketball and girls basketball is just get them to learn and just become better basketball players. I like the camaraderie with the girls, but just as long as they're getting better, that's the main thing I always try to focus on. And as long as they're doing that, I'm happy. So.
Thank you for your time, Mr. McCray.
Thank you, Michael.